Okay, good day everyone. This is Dan Central and I'm welcoming everybody starting afresh on this channel because we actually made a mistake. We started this live stream on our other channel thinking we were on Central's blog. So in case you were there before, we are welcoming you for the second time here. And to start with, I have beside me my ever corrosive.
Good day, everyone. It's a pleasure to have you around on this live stream. Thank you for always being there. Thank you, sir, for joining us today.
Yeah, welcome and thank you, Mr.
We
Setro.
missed you last week.
Okay, Dr. Joe was not around last week.
Yes,
Ah,
yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I had something to attend to.
Okay. So today we are looking at part of our responsibility as humans on earth. It's not always just all about us. It's all about extending the hands of, the hands of benevolence to people that are around us that might, in one way or the other, be in need of a little of what we have. And what am I talking about? Every end of the year, apart from the normal lifestyle of ours in which we try to assist the youth across Africa, what we do is we help provide foodstuffs and live chicken to families that might not be able to afford it at Christmas. We've been doing this for the past 2 years. And 2000, we actually started in 2020, isn't it? We did it in 2020. We fed over 100 families. Um, we provided them with foodstuffs and what's it called, live chicken at Christmas, which was part of what made their Christmas to be exceptional that year. We repeated the same in
last year.
last year 2021, and this year is the third year. We hope and are getting ready to do exactly the same, if not better. And we are so glad to tell you that despite the economic challenges that we have across the world, we still want to put a smile on the faces of some African families that might not be able to afford the little things like chicken, like rice, like foodstuffs at the end of the year. And that is why, partly why we are here today. And the second aspect of this is that every year we bring all the youths that we have been able to pick from one point or the other that have been neglected across Africa. We bring them together to train them and expose them to our international speakers, people like Dr. Ojo, so many other persons that are scattered across the world, in which they see what these youths are actually been doing. They listen to them, they see their life before the foundation got in contact with them, after we've helped them, and presently what they are doing. And after seeing such, this gives us the mindset to know those that are performing. And from there, we are able to determine what next we should do to take them to their next level, of which we've been recording numerous success stories. Is it to talk about the little girl that we supported in, what was it called, in catering, that won, what was it called, was this second runner up, or she was the one that won the this thing? That girl that is operating a catering this now, Monarch.
Oh, yes, yes.
So, like the case of Monarch that we discovered, we assisted, we gave her a platform to run, and presently she's catering for the food needs of numerous people in different companies or organizations. Is it to talk about the little boy we picked from somewhere, Makoko, that has been traveling across Africa now to go and construct buildings and the likes? So we are going to see a lot more because not all of them, not all, you've not been seeing all of these youths
Youth.
for some time now. But I'm telling you, okay, Jim is here. Let me give Jim.
Or is it to talk of our
Okay.
Sophia that
Yes.
we picked, as in she doesn't have a mother. Right now, she made her wedding dress. She had her wedding last week and she sent her. We are going to do a video of her when she started, and she's right now in Cameroon and the likes. And she's going to be the voice of the foundation at Cameroon. We've told her before she went, and
And that's to tell you that something is happening. You can see a youth that we picked up here when she was crying, no help and
And you will
nothing.
see her from when she
After
started.
training her, husband showed up because they can now see that she has potential. The husband came all the way from Cameroon to pick her here, and they did their wedding at Cameroon, I think last week, and it was fantastic. They sent us videos and pictures of all this. Before you know it, that's how we begin to build a wedding dress that will last
You guys are cutting out.
okay.
They are frozen.
Jimbara said
And they-
they Jimbara said they froze.
Yeah, you guys were frozen.
Okay,
okay, sir.
sorry for that. So we are so happy that these youths, they are now beginning to be someone, to be somebody in life, and they are spreading, and that's how they will spread across Africa, across the world, and they will be assisting us to build better teams and the likes. Also, there is somebody I'm expecting on the live stream today. What's it called? We've gotten those are North Carolina's family. They are. Oh, sorry. We've gotten someone to be helping us to coordinate a particular region called the Oyo region in Nigeria because of the traveling restrictions and likes, just for security reasons. So we've gotten somebody in that region that even where places that we cannot travel to, she'll be helping us to coordinate, get videos of these youth, their
Their
performances
performance,
and
and
the likes.
she's
And she's been sending that to us. She intends joining us today. So what we intend doing is we want to break the annual youth annual conference. We want to break it into numerous regions so that we do not expose this youth to the risk of traveling from one place to the other. So we are going to have a center. We are going to have a center at the foundation of here, which is the headquarter. So from here, we are going to live stream whatever we are doing here to all the other sections. We are going to have a section in Ogun State. We are going to have a section in Oyo State, and possibly the Cameroonian representative. We are also going to have a station there so that from there let's start boost, uh, boosting our effort all around the world, trying to see more people, because I'm so glad that we now have someone in Cameroon, and
and
she's not just
she's
someone,
under the oath, and she's
yeah,
somebody that is well trained.
yeah,
She's done elementary training in fashion designing. Then we still sent her for further training, and she was the one that did our wedding dress, every other thing. So, and she already knows the foundation's holds that you have to help others to come up. So we've told her when she came here, the foundation even helped her in a seminar, and
yeah.
as she's there now, once she starts and she gets her fruit, she's going to try to empower others around her. And we've already said that the foundation is going to have a name there,
Yeah.
Cetros Foundation. Maybe when she sets up, we're going to set up a place for her, a physical location.
Oh.
Yes, so she'll be helping the youths there to train them, to groom them, but it will be it's Cetros Foundation in partnership with our brand name that is this. And I think that's what we want to achieve in various, not in all the crafts. We want to have Cetros Foundation helping them establish their locations across boards, across Africa. So maybe those that have done plumbing, those that have done tiling, those that have done hairdressing, in all the crafts. And we believe this is doable as we started one.
So Jim Barak, we are waiting for you. I've sent the link. Game Me,
You're
you're
welcome.
welcome. I've sent the link also. So, as many people that will join tonight, let me give Dr. Joe space to talk about the two uh, planning the two events we are planning for at the end of this year. The first is the feeding, which the first is the annual youth conference, which starts uh,
December something.
December 17th. Then the second is
December
the feeding
21st.
of the poor African families or the indigent families. Let's say the indigent
Less
families.
privileged.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
So we have so let's talk about this. Dr. Joe, over to you. Welcome, Jim.
Right. Welcome everybody. Welcome, Mr. Jim Barracks and game happening. I don't know if I get that name right.
Happy.
Uh, I get the. I saw the message. Thank you so much.
Ella
Happy
Darling.
to have you here. I think you are inviting her to join the live. To join
Yeah.
us on the live stream.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
So yeah, without wasting time, it's exciting to witness another end of the year. That's grace, and we can't take that for granted. A lot has happened between last year when we did the Christmas feeding of the poor people in Africa and the less privileged, and this is another year coming around again. So for those of us that are still here and healthy and doing well by God's grace, I think it's worth thanking God for. We in America, we're already in the mood of Thanksgiving. For
Yes,
those that
I
are not
saw.
aware of that, on the 24th of November
Yes.
is Thanksgiving, and
Brother
we're thanking God already in advance of that for a life well kept and for protection and for God's blessings and everything that God has done for us and all that we have enjoyed from the universe. So I think I get excited when you get to things like this because whether we like it or not, there are some people who struggle on daily basis, and how you can put a smile on their face even for one day or a few hours is when we target that period of the year, festival period of the year, where normally it's a fun and happy period and celebration period, and a lot of people wouldn't be happy or wouldn't have anything to celebrate for except some of us that God has helped, that God has blessed, reach out to them and supply them some of those stuff that they need that can put that smile on their faces. And that's why I get excited because when we give those life chicken to those poor families, the less privileged, the people that are really, 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 really like suffering over there in Africa, we are not just putting a smile on their faces, we are actually touching their life forever. So, and I take that, I get emotional, I take that personal, I see it as we representing God on earth. We standing in that gap, like they see us like, the God that they pray to, the God that supply them, all those stuff. That's kind of what we are doing because God will not come down from heaven to give them those chicken and stuff like that. He's going to use you and I. So that's why I get emotional. That's why I get excited at the same time. It's a mixed feeling because I share in their pain. I kind of understand what it means to not have anything to eat on a wonderful festival period where everybody is happy and rejoicing, and some have millions and billions and even waste a lot of food and all those stuff, but some are actually suffering and hungry and not having any hope. So we got to give them that hope. So that's why I get excited. At the same time, I get you know uh, emotional about it. So I'm going to just say that those of us that are hearing my voice, those of us that are on this platform, and those that will listen to this afterward, to support us, to join us in this project that we have started over many years now, and we're not going to stop regardless of the challenges. We're not going to stop. We want more people to join us. We want more people to contribute money to join this project to help feed the poor people in Africa during Christmas period, so we can put smile on those faces, on those family faces, and we will be blessed forever. We'll be blessed forever because apart from them being happy, apart from us putting smiles on their faces, God will bless us, and they will also, be happy that they have somebody to look up to like you and I. So I did the math on my head as we are looking at it because I know a lot of things has changed between then, last year, and now, right?
Yes.
So the prices of things have gone up because the exchange rate has gone up over there in Nigeria. For those that have been paying attention to the news, so if uh, if a chicken, live chicken that was bought last year was around 3,000 and it's about 5,000 now. We're
Yes.
talking about rice and all this other stuff. So I think if I'm correct, the Cetro can correct me because you guys are the one on ground over there right now. We are probably looking at to meet up the demand for this year, minimum of like $1,500 to $2,000. If
Yes,
we
Yes,
if
sir.
we convert it to naira, a
very
thousand
well.
five. If you convert it to naira, Nigerian naira, it should be giving us around 1 million naira or something like that, which will be
Yes,
barely
that's it.
enough to meet those that target
Mm.
for the numbers that we're trying to give live chicken and rice and tomatoes and all of those, so they can have a wonderful Christmas celebration. So I'm challenging everyone listening to this, or those that will listen to this live broadcast, or those of you listening to me, that we should support the good things that the Centros have been doing. Support us, join us. Uh, those that have been supporting us should not quit at this time. And if you have life, you should be happy for that. You should be thankful to God, and it's a reason. There's a reason for that, which is for you to be a blessing to others. So that's my challenge to myself and to everyone here. If we talk about $1,500, $1,500, uh, $20 times, how much is that? Uh, if you divide, let's say, $2,000 by 20, that's gonna be how much?
$10 per person.
$10 per person.
Have you?
20
Okay,
2000.
$100 per person.
$100 per person.
Yeah,
So
Yes.
$100 times how many people now?
20.
20 people.
Yes.
No, 100 people. Then 20 as a.
No, you are dividing the total cost by,
So we want to see minimum that individual can contribute. So let's say we have 100 people now, right? We have 100 people, right?
yeah, yeah.
And then we are talking about $2,000.
Yes.
That's twenty
That's
dollars, right?
$20.
Dollar per person.
Yes,
Right. So if we have
yes,
Yes.
100 people listening to me right now, or those that will join us, or those that will listen to this live stream, if we have
yeah,
100 people, just 100, which is very, very easy, 100, that will give $20 per person, and we meet our target of $2,000 to feed those less privileged, those poor people that does not have any hope of having a chicken or food for Christmas. That's too easy. Like, there should be nobody listening to me right now that has a gainful employment that cannot afford $20. That's kind of the way I'm looking at it. So I'm challenging myself. I'm challenging everybody that is listening to me right now, and those that will listen to the voice of my to this live stream, to see it as a challenge that they can fail to fulfill by supporting the Cetro to accomplish this goal of feeding those poor people just for Christmas, to put a smile on somebody's face for at least one day
Mm.
at Christmas, which those people don't even know themselves right now. If I'm correct, Mr. Central, they don't know who they
Yeah.
are.
Amen.
They probably praying and fasting and hoping that something's going to happen at Christmas,
Okay.
because we're not going to be doing this for people that have a means of taking care of themselves. It's going to be people that will be targeted that are extremely poor and cannot afford
Yes.
something for Christmas. So that's the goal. That's the goal. So when you do that, you I'm so confident that you will receive a blessing from each and each of those people's the God that those people are serving that they probably hoping on, and you will be that God to rescue them, to save them, to put a smile on their face. So for just one day, I think it's worth a challenge to contribute to that $20 to feed a family for Christmas. So I will leave it at that. We have the GoFundMe page the Central should post for people to use to send in their donation, voluntary donation. And on the Central page, we have all kind of video and a lot of information there that shows what we have been doing and where we have started, and what our goals are. So they can post that GoFundMe page for people to see, and people can make use of other means and other channels for them to contribute to this project. So thank you. We'll continue from that. Let me allow somebody else to have the floor. Thanks.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you
you so
so
very
very
much,
much.
sir.
Okay.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
With this, we have
Go for
the
it.
GoFundMe page is displayed below. So these are our GoFundMe page. In case you want to support us in feeding a minimum of 100 families at Christmas, uh, please kindly use our GoFundMe page to send in whatever, is it widows might they call it, whatever might
Might,
that it
even if
is,
it's cents, even if it's one
even,
dollar.
even if it
Some
is,
persons might have more than
yes,
$20, some might have 100, some might have $1. We've seen it now
yeah,
at times
some might
people
have $1, some might
just
have
anything.
$2, and some can give us
$1,000.
$1,000.
Yes, that's what.
I'm even looking for a particular year in which we are even going to do more than 100 families, because
Yes.
most of the years, people, it's not everybody that gets the chicken, but we just like, this is
First come,
the
first
little
serve.
ahead. This is the little we can afford. Pray for our foundation to expand more, and we'll be able to do more. So we appreciate all those that have been assisting us back to back every year to make sure that we feed a minimum of 100 families that do not expect to see live chicken or food stuff at the end of the year. So over to you, Jim.
Oh, smiles for miles is what I'm hearing. And when compassion is in action, we know that on the third year, three is the magic number, right? Because
Mm,
if you could go 3 years, you know that you made it through the rough year. Hey, I did it once. You proved it to yourself the second time. And now the third time, as Dr. Ojo eloquently stated,
mm,
I'm excited also. You know why? Because 100 is just the start. And that's the action that Cetros Foundation is doing. Because when it comes to the youth, there's the smile that some of the parents might not be able to provide for that child. But that smile is going to be
mm,
there. And mom brought them there, dad brought them there. And yes, they may know, but children don't know they're poor. They just know there's nothing there for them to eat.
Smiles
So
for months.
your gratitude is just absolutely amazing. And I wish you all the success on this continued effort of compassion and action and smiles for miles. That's awesome. Awesome. I just got to thank you guys again.
wow, wow.
Thank you, sir.
This is a beautiful caption. Smiles
Smiles
for
for miles.
miles. Wow,
Game
wow.
man play has helped you to write it out, Jim.
This is great. I feel it should be something we should talk about. Smiles for miles. I'm going to really keep that for a very long time. And there is nothing as very touchy than when these people wake up in the morning of Christmas, not knowing that something is going to happen like a miracle, and boom, just as if we are following the footstep of one of our lovable human being called Haile Selassie. We actually become the Haile Selassie of those families every 25th of December. You know, is a holiday period that most people will be cooking, preparing a whole lot, and there are some families they don't even have anything to eat. I remember the last one, the one we did the last time. We stormed that area, and you know what? That area that we stormed was an area that we were so used to several years back. So when they saw us, they were like, "So you guys, after leaving this environment for years, you still have us in mind?" As in, it was touchy. Some of them that we when we left them, they were still young and listen. Now they are married. Some of, oh my goodness, they were just like, wow, that these people can have us in mind to come back to that community to help. I tell you, there is nothing as touchy as this, and that's why we always try not to repeat the
Same.
same location. We want to spread it, even if it is 100 families we can feed every year for now, because I know we are still going to get to a point that we'll be able to feed hundreds of thousands, you know. But this one that we are doing, we thank God, we thank you people that have been helping us to be consistent at it. We did the video I've been showing you was the one we did in 2020. Last year we repeated it, and we did, even last year we did over 100. We did over 100 live chicken last year, and it was interesting because the area we went to is a very, very impoverished society that even while we were going there, I tell you, while we were going there, we had to go and rent what's it called, police officers to secure us down there, escort to follow us down there and to escort us out of that place. Even with the police officer, they still show they still showed up, but when they saw the police officers, they just
That's
like
a different.
they just uh what, oh my goodness, they just calmed down and were like, okay, they could not scatter, because if
Yes.
not, they would have
They would have-
scattered the this thing. They would have, there would have been stampede, there would have been a whole lot. They can, you know, such communities that we are going to is a very risky communities. If we don't have security around us, they can even burst in and start struggling for the food stuff, and they will just take everything away. But we thank God for how we have been able to manage this situation, and we are putting smiles across their faces. So we really appreciate this. And please, before we continue in this, I think we have Elijah Alice joining us. Elijah Alice, are you there?
Our network is.
Annette, I know that our network is always
Yes, good
terrible.
evening, sir.
Hey,
Good evening, sir.
I hope, good evening. I hope you guys remember Elijah Alice,
Sir, do you remember?
the bag lady from the village in Edo State.
Our
Oh,
bag
okay.
manufacturer.
Our bag
She's going to be
manufacturer.
making the bags that are greater than Louis Vuitton
Mhm.
very soon. Our bags are really growing.
So Elijah Alice,
Yeah, we need to strike some business deal. I think I told you guys the other time about that. We
yeah,
just need to
Yes, sir.
discuss more outside on a private session on that,
okay.
or you know. So because all I've been doing for years is just to promote all those products that they are making.
Okay.
I still have plan to do that. We just need to package in such a way that will make more sense and be affordable.
Okay.
So, but we can talk more about that. But welcome on board, man. Hope you are
And
doing
like
great. How's the
that is,
business?
and she's really improving in her bags
And
now.
you
She's
know,
now doing pause. Oh,
you know the funniest stuff.
she's going.
Let me tell you something. Do you know that it was Christmas chicken we were sharing?
Yes, the
It was
first
it
Christmas
was
chicken.
during the period that we were sharing Christmas chicken that Elijah Alice reached out
Out
to
to
us
us.
that she's in
Edo
Edo
State.
State. How would she
She
get
gets,
a Christmas chicken?
because she and her family doesn't have and
So
she doesn't have any chicken to give her children on Christmas Day. That how will she get it?
it
So
was when we were discussing about that, I now asked that sorry, there is no way we could send Christmas chicken down to you,
in
but
Edo
in
State.
Edo State, we are doing it in Lagos, and you can't come down to Lagos. From there, we got talking. Without, what do you do? That was how we were able to discover our talent
Talents
in
in
bag
bag
making, and our request to be trained
making.
in bag making. From there, instead of just sending her our chicken, what we ended up doing was to buy her a phone
For her
for
to complete
for
her
for
training.
her to be downloading trainings online to complete her bag making, and now she's very very good at it. So it's not just all about whenever we are going for this Christmas chicken
Chicken.
distribution, we always tell
Just
them it's not just about Christmas chicken distribution alone. We are distributing food stuff, Christmas chicken to you, but what about afterward? Do you have any child that wants to learn something, or you yourself, if you fall within the bracket,
which bag?
age bracket that qualify as a youth, we can train you in that, and we are proud of this lady. It's from that Christmas chicken that we have been able to discover her talent, and look at where she is today.
And she's still going to
And
grow. I still say
yes,
she's going to be making bags that will be competing with Louis Vuitton. So, and we're also using this opportunity, this medium, just like Dr. Joe has promised. We need partners that will partner with us on our to take our bag making to the next level, and that means we need markets, ready markets, like Dr. Joe has been supportive in this, and our grammar suite system. I think our bags that we bought, that my children are still using some. We also bought bags. They are still using the bags. So we are using this medium. Say those that will be watching up to now, we want to support handmade bags, handmade things in Africa that will boost the economy of Africa and will boost the morale of these people that were saying they can't do anything. People are really doing things in Africa. It's just that we don't have the platform. She's from a village that there is no light, though. We will always say it. There is no light in that village. There is nothing. And what motivated her was that she said she saw school children going to school without bags, and she just felt this is my passion, I can do bags, and she started it. She started learning it, and now she's making bags that she's sending to the city. Although we want to increase patronage for our market share, our market space, and I believe this is going to
and
be
one other thing, she's trying to relocate
Kate,
from
yes,
the village
village, because
to to the city, so that she can be able to
use
get all she's needing now is to get a shop where she can be able to display those bags, and they can be, because it's not, we don't have much
much people
people
in the
and
village.
much patronage in the village. And you know that is village, and that is what we call village. Is where she is a very very tiny microscopic village. So I we look forward to how we can assist her to get to the city, but with all hands on deck. I know she's getting there very soon. So with that being said, um, Madam Madam Alice,
Sir,
Stated
good evening,
can you,
sir.
okay, can you tell us your experience so far with the Cetros Foundation?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Hey,
Can you
did you
hear
hear what
me,
I?
sir?
yes,
We
we
can
can
hear
hear you
you.
now.
Yes, I just want to appreciate the Central Foundation.
Okay.
I want to thank God for them, and I pray that God will bless Centros in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
God is helping me. God is helping me. God has used Central to help me. I can never
Yeah.
forget. I'm always grateful to God. God is helping us. We are making bags day by day. I'm improving on it. And
Oh,
anytime I want to anytime I want to be discouraged, when I remember the sacrifice the Centros Foundation make for me, I just have to continue.
wow.
Market or no market, I will not give up. Let me encourage the way God used them to encourage me. Let me also continue so that they will also be encouraged and I will encourage others. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir. God bless you, ma. In Jesus' name.
Wow, wow.
Hey,
Yes,
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
that,
So
that encouragement.
you should never be discouraged, because
Right, right.
every time discouragement comes is when the help or the breakthrough is just around the corner. You have to
Mm,
be very mindful of that, because whether you like it or not, there are some of us that are planning and thinking and having some discussion behind the scene of how we can promote some of those products. Like I've discussed with the Cetro on that, and I don't know if you are preview to it. And some of the bags I bought from I think it's from her, right? That you
yes,
made
sir.
yes.
is being used by an American child going to school every day in California. In California,
Whoa.
Sir, can you snap and send to
Thank
the
you,
us?
princess
sir.
bag,
Can
the
you snap?
princess bag, the bag you made with the what the cartoon character that I sent that you guys put on it, right? The
Yeah.
Yes.
the the girl love it so much.
Wow.
That's what she used to go to school every day in California.
Whoa.
Wow.
So that's you don't know this person. I don't know if you guys will ever meet, but your product has
Hmm.
gone that far. So you can never
Hmm.
be discouraged. It's too late for you to be
Hmm.
discouraged. You just have to keep improving, you know, keep up the hard work, all right,
Mm,
and raise other kids. Before you leave the village, there must be somebody that will continue in the village. That's the challenge
Yeah,
I'm posting to
and,
you now. You cannot just
and
leave the village to the bigger city and then nobody does the bag in the village. There should be somebody that will
right,
continue in the village
and
still, even though you are going to the city to be making it. Somebody still has to continue in that village. It's going to be like a culture, like a traditional stuff. So help is very, very close to you if you don't know it. I'm just telling you a secret right now.
right, and you got a big advantage also too, because you're making handmade quality, which you can't find in manufactured products, and because you're continually working towards your goal of making expert quality material, just imagine how many other people are going to be able to learn after what you've learned. So you're going to be encouraging other people to learn on top of it. So you're doing a
mm.
great job, Elijah. Great job. Never be discouraged. Every time you get to
Thank,
a little beer,
thank you,
yeah, you're doing a great job.
sir.
Whoa. Whoa.
Thank you.
That's so touchy
Oh, man.
to have people talking about how these youths are doing directly to their face, and we just
And this is the aim of the our youth seminar for 17th of September.
yeah,
So when we tell our sponsors like Dr. Joe and every other person, it's good you also come in contact with them. Most times when they see you, when they hear you, they are always encouraged. Like Jim, you wouldn't know that during what we used at the fashion stuff that we had, the fashion seminar we
yeah,
had, one of the youths that was empowered, it was the foundation that empowered that youth to attend the fashion show. Do you know that she went everywhere announcing it, that I'm being recognized internationally, I'm doing great. She so happy, as in, and now she's doing great. She's really improving in her fashion. She even came for photo shoots at the studio with some of the dresses she has made and her husband. So anytime they see people from outside Nigeria, I don't know, maybe it's the African mentality, the way we've been brought up, you feel you're not there, but that
It
has
gives
not.
them hope. It gives them hope
Yes,
too.
it's a great hope, as in that I'm really doing something. Somebody is appreciating me, as
do
in.
you know the funniest stuff? She went in what's it called, in front of about over 200 or 300 seated what's it called,
Audience.
audience, as in to talk about our experience from
I think it was even her
from
husband
that
that
day.
was
You
that
know,
went to say that.
they, as in that, now our
She's
fashion work
recognized
has been recognized
internationally.
internationally. I was like, what? And I was rightly seated there. It was a testimony to her. It was
And which
And
is really, and she's doing great.
after that day, I'm telling you, her sewing has changed. The way she made her dress has changed. She just came in for some photo shoots with her husband, and even now they are now making male wears. So that's how to transform lives. And that's why whenever we have a program like this, these youth are more touched when they see people like New Beam Me talking to them. They see Dr. Ojo talking to them. They see Jim Barak talking to them. They see what's it called? This other woman.
Our accountant.
What's it called? Kim
Miss
Perez.
Claudia.
Perez.
When they see Kim Perez talking to them, when they see Madame Claudia talking to them, because you guys are outside, whether you, what's it called? Because you guys are outside the country, you're outside the continent. By the time you are talking to them, they are not seeing you as just you. They are seeing you as, this is the world. The world is talking to
And
me.
that's actually the world.
Dr. Joe was teaching them, what's it called? How to invest and the like. They're like, my goodness. So somebody from this part of the world can be so much, have achieved so much, and is over there now talking to me on what to do. It makes more sense to them. And before you know it, they are running. Let me share this with you. Although some persons might not be impressed with this, but we say education is what happens to you that makes a change of character and attitude in you. Now, one of the youths that used to come here with dreadlock, scattered hair, he looks, not that dreadlock. I'm not saying that dreadlock people are this thing, but I'm talking about unkempt hair. Dreadlock is there. He has different tattoos all around and like dressed shabbily and this.
Unprofessional.
After yes, after coming,
No. Dreadlocks are, come on, dreadlocks are professional. It's the person. It's
No.
not
It depend. It
the
depend on how you
How
when
the
you're
right,
person
unprofessional.
wears it.
right.
It's not because of
You
the
got to carry,
dreadlocks.
yeah, right. Because look, if I look at you in the eyes, no matter what you look like, I can see your soul, and no matter what, a person is a person. So yes, but dreadlocks, yes, they have a connotation to them.
And
So
this is
that
how
that's
no,
that's
no,
dreadlock.
that's what
no.
I'm saying. You
I'm
could
not
you
talking of your kind
the,
of newbie me. I'm not talking of your kind of dreadlock. I'm talking of somebody that looks like a hooligan, not taking good care of himself, smelling, what's it called? Just
Not well
not
kept.
well kept.
just say unprofessional. That's it.
Unprofessional, unkept.
Unprofessional
Unkempt.
covers it because
Do you know that?
you could be wearing a suit and still be
Yeah,
unprofessional, depending on how you
yeah.
are wearing it. You could be
Exactly.
wearing, you could be wearing dreadlocks and be professional, depending on how you wear it.
Yes.
Yes.
So, but when you're unprofessional, we all get it. We got the message.
The stuff is that this youth, without telling him,
Mobilizing.
do this, do that. The next thing we saw was that he went, got a clean shave, started dressing prompt,
I don't put that
because
additional.
when they come in here, and that's the beauty of when they come in here, they see the kind of environment that they are in. They see the kind of environment they are in. They see the way we talk. They see the way we relate with them. They see what we talk to them about, being able to assess, because every morning we pray. Before we start anything, we pray. We pray, and when we now finish praying, we now talk about attitude, character formation, that people will be coming into this space. And as such, people will not relate with you well if you are not properly dressed, if you are not sounding clean, if you are the one that is just talking like a hooligan. They will be scared of keeping their pulse around you and like. I never knew that all this pep talk, this prayer that we have in the morning and was touching them. This boy said, when I asked him that, why did you cut you're not even looking like you again. Why did you cut your your dread?
Why did you change
Why did
your
you
look?
change your look? He said, that he just felt that he needs to draw closer to God now. I was like, what? You feel, why will you feel your, I was just, before you know it, the boy's attitude. And let me tell you, Dr. Joe, that was one of the boys that you gave $50 to
for
Oh
their song.
wow.
for their
They are
song.
preparing their song. You
Wow.
know this hip hop thing
You know
now.
this hip
What
hop,
is ahead? That's what you should have said
you
it.
know this hip hop thing.
Wow.
They've been taking it to the
I'm
wrong side before.
Yeah. And can we get them to put a video up? I know that they did a live rap for us, and they're so talented. I would just love to see a video, and if you
They are
guys could
working
just.
on it.
Okay,
See,
Dr.
good.
Jack page.
Dr.
Joe
Joe has
has
already
staged for
paid
them.
for their audio,
So the
for,
foundation will
for
do
their
the video.
song. So they are working on it now. Every now and then, because I don't want shabby production. Every now and then, I'll just tell them, do you know that you have so amount in the account now for you to produce your song? You better perfect this because the whole world is waiting for you. So they've been improving and improving. When they get to the point that is 100% ready for studio shoot, we'll just take them there. They'll do the song, and once they have the audio, we will cover the video. We'll cover the video aspect for them. And that's why we continue to appreciate all those that have been contributing to finance this foundation. We want to say thank you so very much because you are changing lives. These youth now that were supposed to be smoking and wasting away their life, not thinking about productive things to be done, now they are having change of heart, having change of life. Even their dress code, people can now relate with them. Before, when they come around, the only thing that comes to people's mind is like, I hope this one is not wanting to snatch my bags
Yes,
or the
yes.
this thing. Then we even teach them putting on deodorant and the likes of them, of which I'm already looking at. Maybe from next year, what I'll also be doing is I will carve out a particular amount of money, we'll buy deodorant and give it to them as gifts. Because I tell you, sometimes until recently, when they come around, everywhere is just smelling and the likes. But it has changed now because we've been teaching them on personal hygiene, and like the life of these youth are transforming. We even traveled. We just
Yes,
came
we
back
went with
today.
them.
We went with them to a program, and let me tell you, do you know the program we went with them to? We went with them to a prayer program. They prayed out their life. We went to a prayer camp. They prayed out their life. As they were praying, they are walking. As in, what's it called? We
Doing the
went with
cinematography.
we went with the cameras from the what's it called, from the foundation. They were the one that handled the video shoot of that prayer conference, and everybody is just so happy with them. So they are becoming useful to themselves. They are becoming useful to God. Although the program is a church, non-denominational. It's not even a church. It's a non-denominational program. Different churches from all over the this thing came. It was the youth from this foundation that covered that event. We did not collect a dime from the church. Why? Because these youth are now using it to perfect their skills in photo shoot and the likes. They are now seeing real scenario. There is difference between studio work and outside work, where instead of just you are controlling the light in the studio, outside work, light is changing, the weather is changing and all those stuff. So they are using it to perfect their skill. By the time they will start getting paid for this, that's how to improve their life. They came back, they were so happy because they were well taken good care of. And youth, they love a place where they can be fed 3 to 5 to 6 times. They kept on serving them food. They were going back to collect extra, and they were so happy. So it's just one of these things that we are talking about. It's only happening because we have people like you that are supporting us to get this youth to be exposed. Then last week also, we took one of the youth to some places on the island, the
You
where
said
you
it
have
before.
the concentration of the rich. When he got there, he was lost in thought. When he has never been to that part. Uncle Dr. Ojo, you know Lekki now.
Yes.
When the boy got to Lekki, he was just quiet, speechless. I've forgotten what he was even asking. So all this exposure that we are giving to this youth is now changing them. They're now saying, "Oh, it's not just for me to be behaving local in this thing. What must I do now?" Some of them are already having the mindset. They are getting ready to, alongside their crafts, they are getting ready to enroll for open universities, which is what we are happy about, because they are now thinking far. They are now thinking very far. So with that being said, um Madam Nubimi, what
Yeah,
are
I
you going?
think uh quick one. I think we should give a shout out to Madam Nubimin and Madam Claudia. I think she said she's having Madam Claudia says she's having
Yes, a wedding.
her
My
last
daughter's
daughter's
wedding.
wedding. I think we need to
Yes.
read that and give a shout out to them. That's a
Ah,
Okay.
whole that's
that's
Okay.
a
that.
good job on her for raising kids that
Yeah.
are getting wedded. That's a lot of
Yeah.
work.
Congratulations.
Madam Claudia says, "Greetings, everyone. I am at my
Last
last
daughter.
daughter's wedding and will
Wow.
join the live stream next week. I had to walk her down the aisles. My blessing to all."
This
Wow.
great though. This mom is really a grandma. Last daughter.
Congrats,
Hey,
congrats, congrats to her.
congratulations, Mao. All the best. It's
You
just
can,
like you transfer the rice to. No, they don't eat.
you can imagine how she'll be holding the daughter now. Tan, 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 tan.
That's joy of
Ah,
a mother.
daughter for that matter.
That's great.
That's
That's
great joy.
well done job. That's good package delivery. So, so okay, Game Ampme is clapping here. So Game Ampme, over to you.
Yes, first of all, again, Dr. Ojo, thank you for reminding us of Sister Claudia. And Jim, that smiles for miles, compassion, action, that's beautiful. I even think we need that on the Cetros Foundation. I think that right
Good.
there, like, so big up to my brother and big up to you, Dr. Ojo. Thank you guys, the whole
Thank you.
team, the whole Cetros Foundation. Like Jim
Mm,
had mentioned, this is 2 rounds. We're going to go on the
mm,
third round. It's already shows that God is blessing. You know what I mean? And the
mm,
great thing I wanted to say that this is a very wonderful family, that we're transparent. We wanted transparency and you got it. Even when us as brothers and sisters don't agree on everything. You feel? So I just want to say big up to you guys for making that happen. And beautiful on the Cetros Foundation YouTube. So everybody go check out the Cetros Foundation YouTube.
you too.
Check
Good.
out Rumble. Make that
Yes.
happen. All the great work that everyone is doing, all the little drops of
Mm,
water will make it flow. So big
mm,
up to you guys. Also, I wanted to let everyone know my children are having a bat and bar mitzvah. We call it Rastafari bat and bar mitzvah here in California. So for our family who are not able to make it, we asked them to make a donation to the Cetros Foundation on their behalf. So let's
Whoa.
meditate and pray. And I tried to connect you on Facebook. Do we have a Cetros Foundation on Facebook yet?
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I gotta go like the page and connect it because but the great thing is I was able to put on the flyer Cetros Foundation on YouTube and it's
Whoa.
looking beautiful. So I thank
Whoa.
you and the Rumble. Thank you, Jim. Jim, what's up? What's up? You off the camera? What's going on? Now you going what's up? What's going on, Jim?
He's rumbling at the back.
What's going on, Coach Jim? What's up,
He's,
Coach?
he's rumbling at the back.
I hear you. So I just
Whoa.
want to say to my big brother, I don't know if you're big, little, same brother. Thank you so much for your love and compassion and listening, even though it got a little actiony. But thank you so much for your input, Jim, and thank you everybody who comes in. We're transparent. In case one don't want to know, this is what it is. This is what it is. It's transparency. We work, we build, we give advice. Some taken, some are built upon, some we put to the side. But I feel honored to be part of this Cetros Foundation, and I look forward to sending my children there, if and friends, even if before I get to the foundation. Okay, I'm already sending, like, you guys got to go to Nigeria. So okay,
Correct.
so we look forward to it. Blessings to all of you. Thank you, Dr.
Wow.
Ojo. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
Yeah,
so very
we
much.
should probably plan one of the annual celebration or convention where we all can be there. Maybe
That would be
maybe
fine.
2025, 20,
Whoa.
27, 2030. I don't know.
Hmm. That would be
We can
great.
plan
Exactly.
one. So it's worth it, I think so. And a good location.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Yeah,
And I know it's gonna happen. I'm so sorry, Dr. Ojo.
yeah. So yeah, we can plan. I think we can plan that. We can plan that. Yeah, we can plan that for a later year and go sparing our life. And it. I think it's worth it. I think if we plan it very well, we can do it. I think we can do it, and then we'll be able to see those children face to face, and to be much of a blessing. It will not be just on camera, it will be live, and I'm pretty sure their life will be transformed. Like they will
You are
be,
going to make these children
they,
speechless.
it will be another level of motivation for them. So yeah, we could do that. We could do that. We can plan that.
And
Can I ask?
am I say something? And sorry, Jim. The reason why that is definitely gonna happen is because I cut and paste. I don't know if you guys read your comment, but sometimes I'll cut and paste YouTube channels for you guys to connect with. So I've been cutting and pasting the Cetros Foundation and your video on real estate to Hebrew Israelites, to Black Hebrew Israelites who want to come to Africa. I can see how this connection could be so beautiful, and that is to be impossible for them to come see the Cetros Foundation, have a tour of Nigeria, because there are a lot of African Americans who are really ready to invest and purchase homes, but they don't know where, they don't know how, they don't know who to trust. So I've been copying and pasting Cetros Foundation and putting it to Teo Ministries and others.
Whoa.
And I usually, again, look at your comments. Look who I like, I kind of do a little trolling, cut
Whoa.
paste and trolling. So reach out to those ones. Teo Ministries, just a Sister E. We are woke now. We woke now. Okay, we woke now. This is where where the gathering is gonna come together so naturally, especially with what you have with the real estate. And there are communities that want to come to Africa, but they don't want to start brick and mortar. They don't want to go through all the stress, and so they can definitely invest. So that's why, Dr. Ojo, I got so excited. Me and Jim began so excited in the middle of it. That's why the mute button is so good, because we were like, oh, teacher. You know what I'm saying? All right, so give thanks. Blessed, yes, 2027 into the Cetros Foundation, 2027.
Wow. That's great.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
can you guys share the link to the Facebook and the YouTube channel, Rumble channel, so that people can see it as well?
Okay, I'll do just that now. Cetros Foundation. So if I take over the what's it called?
This really, as in, we don't even just know how to appreciate this, because I just saw what I see down on Instagram. Tiwa's home, people are connecting, they are subscribing. So I'm saying, who are those that know Tiwa's home? Because we just want to start the advert on that channel. We are trying to contract that out, as in, I was just seeing people are saying, Tiwa's home. Still, do you understand? So
we're surprised with the number of views that we got on, and we're like, we've not even started what's it called? Active advert on it, and it's already gaining momentum. We really appreciate everyone that has been helping us on the background like this, doing a whole lot. And okay, let me quickly share the links with us. The first link is Cetro's Foundation link.
And
Please,
Rumble,
please
the
note
space.
that as you are looking at this, from next week, our live stream will be on this particular channel. Our live stream will be on Cetro's Foundation channel. Cetro's Foundation channel. That in case you still come around there next week.
Yeah, we can probably also get started for like 2 minutes. So it's alert everybody, and then we just drop a message like, hey, we are moving to this in the next second, and then just join us in the other link in the next 2 seconds of 1 minute or something like that. So that people see oh, okay, then they just come with us. So and we do that for a period of time until we finally continue on that one and only come here when necessary, if that makes sense.
Okay. And I'm
Yeah.
just seeing that
Can
our
I
Rumble,
jump?
Yes,
our Rumble is also growing.
growing. The views are
The
growing.
views on our Rumble is growing. This is surprising.
Yeah, copy the
Um,
Rumble link.
this is our Rumble link. So Jim, over to you.
Oh, you know, I think it's important to understand that when you want to be able to actually express yourself 100% fully and having to deal what they call with terms of service, the uh, the agreements you make, and I think Dr. Ojo can speak to this, but the agreements that you make on YouTube, in a sense, limit you. Over there at Rumble, and I stress this because every video that you make here at YouTube is in a form regulated. On Rumble, you're not regulated. If Dr. Ojo has read the terms of service yet, I was hoping he did. He said he was on duty last week, so I understand. But it's very important that we get a legal understanding of what the parallel economy means. That, in other words, sometimes Facebook comes up and then they change their name to Meta. Then YouTube comes up. And we've seen this with AOL Online, Yahoo. Those older companies fade away. I think we're in what they call a fourth turning, a book. It's a very famous book. I think we're in a phase of the fourth turning where all of these things that we are using now are going to fade away a little bit. And some of the
Hmm.
new people who have been sitting in the background, who were regulated and censored, are now getting around it. This is a scenario that I understand is where when people get frustrated, they take action. And I think this company represents that. Um, and so thank you so much for bringing up the Rumble thing. It's very important to me because if for some reason or another, and by the way, just look at the fact that the Cetros Foundation YouTube channel that was just started is getting views and traction. It is due to their policy, which is a strike attitude. Like, oh, you got a strike on your channel. And guess what? Now, guess what? We're going to shadow ban you for that. So you're not going to gain traction. Once again, all I can say is I'm hoping that and Miss Claudia too. Miss Claudia has wonderful input, and congratulations, Miss Claudia. I totally know I totally know how much work has gone into it, and we really miss you being here. And to newbie me, thank you for your contributions and your attitude towards uh, not being deflecting or anything. You're just keeping it centered, knowing that all the goals are transparent. And I thought that was a great statement. So I'll shut up now.
Okay. So, thank you so very much, Jim Barak, and thank you so much for the push for us to go over to Rumble. Because what I'm seeing now, statistics I'm seeing on Rumble, this is This is
I
encouraging.
think we now need to be talking more about it. Then
We
now
need
to
we need
go
more
to
people
do
to
live
come
stream on
over
it.
to Rumble, to what's it called, to help us grow.
Well, we need 100 subscribers, and we're at 6 still, and I'm really frustrated. And don't get me started on this. If you every time you pass out a chicken, and somebody else has a phone in their hand, you can say, "Hey, by the way, here we are at Rumble." Don't even push the YouTube. Just go straight to Rumble and get us to 100. 100 chickens, 100 Rumble accounts. I mean, I know numbers or whatever, but it's important that that I could go on, but I'm sorry to interrupt.
Okay, so
It's true. You are so correct.
we are so grateful with
What's the
this,
Facebook?
and the Facebook link is what I'm about posting now for the Cetros Foundation. Please kindly, this is the third one now for the Facebook link to our Cetros Foundation is right here, and I want newbie me to please let me know once you link us up on your program that you are doing. When you are going to have the program, let's know the time so that we can enjoy the moment with you too.
Then
So
for this Rumble, I think we
then,
just have to be emphasizing it
yeah,
every time.
please,
Please just how is the subscription? What is
for the
subscription?
Rumble, this for the Rumble account, please. We want. I did a whole lot of jobs on this, uploading about 20 new videos to this Rumble channel. Please, I want you, those that really love
Oh,
what
can
we
I
are
ask
doing
you a
for this
question
youth.
about your uploading? Can I ask a question? Are you actually?
Yes,
I thought I heard you say that you have a hard time uploading because you actually have to pay for your uploading when you upload a video, like on your internet bill. How much do you have a problem with uploading right now?
what I even did on is it on Rumble?
Yeah, yeah. What I'm saying is, are you having a do you have to pay extra?
Right now, JT.
Yeah, as we speak now, is my phone data that I'm even using because of the volume
Okay,
of
okay, that's what
because
I
of the
wanted to know. So you
because
actually have to pay extra to upload to the
seriously,
Rumble account.
seriously, because what's it called? All my data, the data that I would have used for 1 month, got
Right.
exhausted under 1 week.
Okay, okay.
So
So that means you would have to like put yourself on a budget when you upload. So you would have to do maybe 2 a week instead of 20 at a time, and then getting all your data sucked up at one time.
if
Okay.
I do,
Uh,
if I do 2 a week, it will not make sense because of my little understanding. The channel, you can see that I have about 77 rumbles on that channel now. Why? Because they can now see more content, of which I still have over 100 content that that could be uploaded there. So I'm just going to see how I'll be able to get more data to upload more, so that
well,
we can now.
everybody right now that if newbie me goes to the Rumble account and goes hits the positive button on every one of them, it could be just I'm just going to be honest with you. Those last 10 are from me after the show last week. Now,
Wow.
listen, you could go there, the newbie me or Dr. Ojo could go there right now and change it to 87. Or if you go there right now,
Okay.
you can go hit the Rumble and watch. I'm logged in on the user account, so it will go up. Those lasts were me from the last show. I
Wow.
I hit I hit the because you put them up. Well, of course, I'm going to like every single one of them.
Wow.
Why are other people doing this? This is what kills me. I don't understand it. We only have 6 subscribers. We were there last week at 6. So that means nobody's saying anything to anybody. Like, hey, by the way, And you're walking around in town and you see somebody on your phone. I mean, I try. I don't have a, I have my family, but you folks are involved with a lot of people in the public. So just mention it. It's like, you know, sorry to
Okay.
Yeah.
rant.
we'll,
It's
we'll put more effort at it, and we'll encourage more people to help subscribe to our Rumble account. And also, this program that is coming up, because we are going to have large numbers of our youth together, so we also see how we can guide them. It's not about telling them alone. Some person, I got some feedback from some persons that while they were even trying to subscribe
subscribe to the
to the
Rumble.
Rumble, because
They
it's
ended
still a
up,
new
yes,
platform, they ended up signing up as
a content
a
creator.
content creator on Rumble. So it's a challenge
They
that,
don't know.
so some of them,
No,
once they,
no, that's not a challenge. No, that's networking opportunities right there. That's how you're going to network. You're going to encourage everyone else around you to get their own content creation going.
Yes,
And
I
then
agree.
you're going to network them all together.
okay.
Yes, yes, I agree with Brother Jim. That's actually a good way because when I had the opportunity to get on, I was like, sure, I'm gonna be a I'm gonna be a content creator. So yes, that is really good because that's what we want, the network, and you encouraging them. And even Rumble, I was meditating. That could be their homework, right, Jim? Like
Hmm.
they can use Rumble, like turn in assignments, media assignments, marketing assignments. Like that could be their homework. Even
Well,
very
and
controversial subjects. Rumble
I
is the
think that
platform.
I think that needs to be organized through the Cetros Foundation and off their when they finally get their own really nice solid web built, because I'm looking for a web designer right now. um, Somebody could get the banking included into so when they actually can go to the website and just do it through their own website instead of using PayPal. You know what I mean? Having a real bank account, but that's way down the road. Dr. Ojo laid down the foundation with by putting his name on the line, and I think that's where the reputation of the Citrus Foundation can use to its advantage because of the foundation of Deo and Joke having a commitment that means more to them than it to to see smiles for miles, right? That's what they want, and that's why I'm here to promote, and that's why I'm honored to be here.
Wow.
It's the whole team. I have to say, it's the whole team. Dr. Ojo, the variety people that we haven't seen yet. Sister Claudia, Sweet 16. I cannot wait till we have our reunion, like Dr. Ojo is saying, because there's so many and other ones that's coming. That's why I emphasized last week. It's not the numbers, it's the quality, and God is going to bring it. And it's slowly because there's a part where an organization can grow too fast, and we don't want that. So there's good steady growth, good slow and steady wins the race. Because sometimes there are businesses that exceed or organizations that exceed, and then they find themselves stuck in. So give thanks just for the pace.
Okay.
All right.
So
So yeah, good thoughts, and good contribution. So because the Rumble is new to everybody, and so that's why maybe the reaction is not as quick or is not trigger as it should. But we continue to talk about it, we continue to publish it, we continue to promote it, and we continue to grow it. So what I want the Centro to do is all this link, they should have it ready to go. Like once you post it now, I copied it. That's why I was a little bit off the camera. I copied it, I put it on my notes. So right after this, I'm gonna I'm gonna publish it on my Facebook, on my Instagram, and on my LinkedIn.
hmm,
So that's what
wow.
I'm going to do personally, right? And I know I have quite a bit of people on those of my links that
There it
will look
is.
at it. Yeah, because I like I'm very, very, very strict on who I connect with and who I accept on all my platform. and I'm also very, 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 very careful on what I post on all my links, because I know I have professional and all categories of people on those my links. So when I post something, they will definitely look at it. I know they will look at it. So that's why I'm always not the first that we take up with anything. I'll have to like take it slow, and then once I felt led, then that's when I take action. So, but
Yeah.
that's what I've done now. I've copied all those links, which I'm encouraging everybody to do same. And right after this, I'll publish on all my pages, and then
Right.
that's how I'm going to be promoting it.
Wow,
So if
thank you
we all do
so
that too, we can get more likes and more subscription, more subscriber for each of those central
And
links
and
that
and,
we're
and
talking
and
about.
I want to speak to that for a moment because there are so many platforms out there nowadays. If you look at any common YouTube channel, there's a lot of other links to their other platforms. So it's networking in itself, and then it's networking down to the micro level. So you start macro, and then you work yourself down to micro.
Right.
wow. Okay. So thanks everyone with respect to this. Um, as we conclude, because I wouldn't want this stream to be very long, don't let us forget the major, there are two key points that we are looking at tonight. One is we are feeding a minimum of 100 families at Christmas, and as such, this year's zone, we are not going to be doing it on the 25th. We are going to be doing it on the 24th, because this year's Christmas happens to be on a Sunday. So, in order not to miss church on Christmas Day, I'm putting it on the 24th of December. So it's on 24th of December. We are going to be distributing a minimum of 100 live chicken, um, rice, just food stuff, oil and pepper, just like that, just to take care, tomatoes, just to take care of this our beautiful community of people that are still struggling to survive this world. And as such, we've looked at it that we are going to be in need of about $1,500 to $2,000. I think Americans call it $1,500 to two
20.
thousand dollars, $2,000. Okay, $2,000. So we are looking at about $2,000. Then for this youth program as well, because of the cost implication of having setting up numerous camps in different regions, um, of which we mentioned about four now. There will be a station here, which is the headquarters where we are going to be live streaming from. We are going to have youths from Makoko, from the environs of the training hub. They are going to be here. Then we are going to have youths that will be gathered in Oyo State. That will be handled by the representative for that region, which we currently have, and those from Ogun State, which is another state in Nigeria. They are also going to be there. So, and we are going to be feeding these youth. You can't keep youth for 4 to 6 hours and you are not feeding them. So we are going to be feeding them for that day. And what's it called? We are going to be taking care of transportation also for that day. And I just hope that we'll be able to have support from our lovers on this channel, and whoever wants to contribute to support this our two projects for this end of the year, kindly go through our GoFundMe account. I think I posted the GoFundMe account here. You said? I think I posted it before. Let
Yeah,
me
you can
see.
repost it again, please.
Let me repost it.
And everybody should know that when this is being shared on Facebook, it's going to get way more attention than just our YouTube channel is getting right now. So once again, you're going to help spread the love, compassion, and action. Smiles for miles, right? That's what it's about.
Mm, so true. Go fund me.
So
So
those other location where they'll be connecting to the live stream on the program day. They have the facility to connect, and they have do they have like big screen so that
that
their audience will be able to follow, or is there any thought or plan on that? That's one.
okay.
Then
Yeah.
the representative, have they been properly mentored, and have they done some like registration or some documentation that they are part of the team representing us, or is it just by words of mouth? Or I'm more concerned about doing things in a professional manner, and not just it's okay to take people's word for it, but at the same time it's also good to do things certain way so that we take care of ourselves and protect ourselves, so that they cannot do outside what we expect them to do, if that make any sense.
Oh, it makes total sense. Absolutely,
Completely.
because there's always obstructions, and let's put it that way. To be gentle with it. Yes, yes, absolutely true.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are a true family, right?
Yeah.
So whoever is representing us cannot do certain things, must do what we want, like what we will
Exactly.
do. So if they
Exactly.
Yeah.
don't know, people can always, it's good to be creative and stuff like that, but people can always hide or go extra mile, and if it's not in line with what we stand for, then
Oh,
that could get us in trouble. So we have
right.
to know who they are. We have to give them proper mentorship and coaching, and if possible, have them do some documentation,
And
like
that's a good point, because once we reach 100 people on Rumble, we can live stream. I would like to have a segment where me and newbie me, we sit down with the spotlight. Who's under the spotlight, right? Who's under the spotlight? Well, the Deo and Joe K, the Centros Fund, have got a diamond in the rough. Well, let's put them on the spotlight, right? And newbie me and her, we just sit around, have a little live stream chit chat. How you doing? What you need? What are we gonna do for you? These things, like positive mentality towards everyone who's on the spotlight. This is what I want, because fashion's going to rule this stuff, just like Elijah does with her bags. I mean, and now listen, my daughter's 9. She just bought a brand new bag just the other day. Okay. So this stuff is very popular, and there's a lot of money to be made. So yeah. But yeah, newbie mean jump in.
Love that. I love that idea with the spotlight, and because you and I talk forever and get them talking, asking questions, make suggestions, and it'll be fun. I love it. That's a
Yeah,
great
if they
idea,
can pass
Jim.
the gauntlet of us, they're for
You
real.
know it's gonna be hot and spicy, and Dr. Ojo's gonna be like, okay, yeah, okay.
Well,
That's
he's
their
he's
channel.
he's he's
Dr.
got the final
Ojo's
call, but
Dr.
yeah.
Ojo's rumble gonna be different. We're gonna talk about strategy. We're gonna be all out there. Sensational.
right.
You know what I'm saying? We in California. By the way, congratulations to sister Elijah and her bags and the California Connect and all of that. I can't wait to rock my California bag. So I'll get mine so we can put it in our little fashion film here in the Norteño. Northern that would be Northern California for people who don't know. See, I'm in the Norteño, and Jim is in the southern region. So it's right and left brain, right, Jim? Boom.
Oh yeah, it's up or down.
That's
Okay.
great. That's great. That's great.
So, what's it called? To start with, the lady in charge of the region or your region, when we talk about your region, we are talking of numerous, what is it called now? Communities underneath Oyo. We have Ibadan. We have different other aspects that are underneath Oyo. Is this, but she's supposed to be here live with us today, but I've been trying to reach her. we could not just connect because of network. Uh, the game plan was for her to join this live stream today so that she can do a presentation on what and what she will be needing, of which I've already held a meeting with her. In the meeting, I told her all that we stand for. I made her understand all that we stand for and how we want the program to run. So she has gone to get us the costs for, because I've been need for, we are trying to minimize costs. She tried to get an hotel, but presently the cost
Yeah, frozen.
Well, let's not waste this time. Um,
Yeah, frozen.
let's not waste this time. There is the chickens. I would like to make a comment about Roosevelt and the after the World War, well, the Depression, the Great Depression. He had a phrase that there was to be a chicken in every pot, and you know, I find this significant that knowing that poverty has been, in a sense, dictated by wars, and a lot of these wars have been perpetrated by profit. And so, by standing up and making a small difference, starting at grassroots levels, we can make a change and have a what they call a sea change. And I think Dr. Ojo has always, as usual, made the clear statement that, having this ability to bring up the youth is only going to encourage them and make hope in their life. And that could be a spark in somebody's life. And that, that can make all the world change by having just one person change the world is a possibility. And I just love the attitude that Deo and Joke take about this with the third annual chicken, and increasing their goals and aspects of it. So yes, I think it's a great thing. Are they back yet? Nobody here yet? No.
I
Okay. Well,
I think they're
go ahead,
frozen.
Doctor Ojo.
Or maybe sorry.
Yeah. So what I'm just gonna say is how we're gonna raise the money to meet the goal and the target. I wanted them to also talk about the timeline that we're looking at. And I know they mentioned the
Okay.
date for the program. 24th is when they want to do the sharing of the chicken and the food stuff.
Okay.
But we also need to know the timeline, the deadline for like meeting the target with the raising of the fund, so that everyone that is going to be part of it and is going to contribute something to it can start
All
working
right.
on
I'm gonna make a goal to try to encourage two people outside of my family to donate to the foundation. So I'll get the links. I'll get it ready on my phone, and I'm gonna make a challenge that everybody else who's listening try to get two people. There we go. He's back.
okay.
Yeah.
So apologies for that network issue. So, like I'm saying, she'll be needing a canopy. She'll be renting a canopy, at least a canopy and some dozens of chairs. We are expecting a minimum of 50 youths from that region to be gathered there, and for us to have about a minimum of 50 youths in Oyo State to be gathered there, we need to feed them. We need to get them drink, water, and what's it called? We need to also rent screen. We need to rent a TV screen. Uh, we need to get laptop that will be connected to the TV screen over there. And we need to buy them data that will cover the program. Maybe data that can last them as much as 6 hours. But the challenge they have there is such that network issue in such region. So we are looking at how we can get a router for them. A router should be about 15,000 naira. 15,000 is around maybe I forgot, I don't know how much to quantify it in dollars, but I know that it should be less than $25 to get a router that they will use to accept signal from us here, from Lagos to Oyo State. So those cost implications and the like, she discussed them with me. So I was expecting that she will come online today and she will mention it, but network is not allowing that to be possible. So the same goes for Makoko. We need to get a bus to transport the Makoko youth to the location. That will also cost us some money. Then we need to feed the youth that will be gathered here too. So the other location at Ogun State, those ones, that's a very uh, complex village. Let me just say complex village. So we are looking at maybe around 10 youths will be gathered there. So like those ones, and when I'm the village I'm particularly talking about was the last village that I visited, that I uploaded on this channel, where we went to the forest to pluck out some bamboo trees and we use it to set up that sitting area. So I was planning that they can have that, they can join us underneath that tree, underneath that sitting area. So what we just do for those other villages to credit the account, to buy data directly into the account of one of them on their phone, so they can reach us. They can connect to whatever we are doing in Lagos via their phone. Then maybe to just buy some refreshment, light refreshment for them there. I think that will be it. Then, okay, the one at Cameroon, since the lady we have in Cameroon now is just new there. We don't know. We've not concluded how many youths she can liaise with over there in Cameroon for now. But I believe that since we have already empowered her and she's also making money now, that one will not cost us sending money to her. She should just use whatever money she has on her to join us online. If there is any youth with her, they should use her phone to connect. So basically, where we are going to incur cost is the one we are doing at the foundation, the one from Oyo State, and the cost of transporting people to the foundation. Then the cost of that new village that I went to just some few weeks back, or a month plus now. Those are where we're going to have some costs. So all in, by the time we look at it, that should be closing up to about $1,000 for us to do all this.
Right. So yeah, we talked about a little bit when you guys were frozen, when the network was
Okay.
frozen.
Okay.
So Jim mentioned that he's gonna try to get at least two other persons to donate to support the project.
Wow.
Um, so that was talking about the Christmas chicken and food stuff. That
Okay.
we are looking at 1,500 to 2,000
Okay.
dollars. Now there's another um, $1,000 uh, for the project, for the program. So looking at now, everything seems to be about $3,000, right? Kind of.
Yes, please.
Um, so what I was now saying is that I know you mentioned the date for the sharing of the foodstuff and chicken to be 24th of December, but
Yes.
then we also have to have another date, which would be like the deadline for the the donation and everything to have come in because I'm pretty sure you're not going to be buying those items on the 24th.
No, no, no.
So those logistics has to be communicated as well, so that people can be aware of for this year's own donation. Of course, even on the date or even after the date, whatever comes in is still going to be used for the foundation's purposes, right?
Yes,
But
please.
at the same time, we also want to know that, okay, this is the timeline we are working with in order for us to be able to meet up with the 24th of December for the foundation to get those live chicken and those food stuff to be shared on the 24th to those less privileged and those poor people that we're trying to put a smile on their faces. So those timelines, in addition to the timelines for the program as well, I think it's very important to communicate that as well.
Okay. Okay. The timeline for the distribution, the contribution towards the distribution of the Christmas chicken, we are looking at 15th of December, because at least we need like a week before
Yeah.
the,
Okay. So by the 15th of December.
yeah.
Okay. That's good to know. Okay. So my birthday is the 11th of December.
Whoa.
So
Happy
so what
birthday.
we could do is, can we do a live stream on December 11th, and let's see if we can, get some people to we'll have a, yeah, what we could do is we could remember that one girl that said she would do some cooking, and I was going to make a video of some soup, and she was going to make a salad for me. Do you remember
Yeah.
that? Where is
Yeah.
she? Because cooking is always involved with Thanksgiving, and we can have a cook-off for a live stream. I mean,
She's
it'd
a,
be fun, you
yeah.
know.
Hmm.
I mean, she's got talent and skill. And by the way, cooking is very important for the youth to learn, because nutrition is everything, and what you cook is made with love. So it helps, when you watch what you eat.
Exactly. Are you done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. And the, what's it called? On the 11th, which day did that fall to? Your birthday? Is that a Sunday?
So 11th of December
Yeah.
is 11th of December. Let me see. Is a Sunday. Is a
It's a Sunday.
Sunday. 11th
Oh,
of
it's a
December is a
Sunday.
Sunday. Yes, it's on the Sunday.
That's
So
serious.
and that's
Yeah.
one, two, one, two, 3 Sundays from now.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. That's good.
Three
So it's doable.
Sundays, 3 Sundays from now.
Okay. So
Yeah, 11th of
definitely,
December is a Sunday, and it's 3 Sundays
de-
from now.
definitely, since our live stream is always on Sunday by 9:30 in the evening. So definitely we are going to live stream that day. And we want you, Jim, to get ready. All the cakes, everything that you have done, that they prepared for you, just make sure that there is teleporting machine around. You teleport it instantly to us. so
Okay.
so I think uh, what's it called, on the 15th of December should be our target for all support to come in, because the way it happens there, which I believe is the same way it happens across the globe, the more you get
Yeah,
closer
we're
to
just going to
Christmas.
have a big old rally on the 11th, and we're just going to rally on the 11th, and we're going to put all our effort to make sure everybody's got their links up to date and everybody's done their homework, right? This is about doing your homework. I'm
Good.
trying to take a challenge that everybody takes two people outside of their family. Can't be family related. Two people that you just don't know, and challenge yourself, a neighbor or somebody, and you can find two people that says, hey, by the way, I have this foundation, they provide food for people in Africa, would you like to do it? And just ask two people, and you know what, what's the worst thing that can happen? They could say no. Does that hurt anybody? No. So as long as you're trying, you know.
Okay, that would be good to note. So that would be good to note. So then for the youth program that is coming up on the in short, the youth program is just very close, which is happening on the 17th of December. Because numerous areas where we're going to be needing this what's it called, to set up the youth program, they are far apart,
Is
and
that
as such
is,
it will be good.
is that the one though? Is that the one on Rumble that has the youth religion based one that Joe K was interviewing the gentleman?
No, no, no.
Which one?
Yours, or is it a different one?
This one's no,
No.
no.
There's one
No.
on Rumble for the youth conference. Did that one go through, or did the flood ruin
Ah,
that?
it went through. It
It
was
went.
successful. It was successful. That
Okay,
particular,
okay.
over 1,000 youths attended.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, over a
That
thousand
guy's
youths.
got it going on.
Uh,
Wow, how
Over
did he do that?
over a thousand youths attended.
I will
So,
not even put the
and
names and pictures.
yes, maybe when I'm done with the pictures and the clip, I will share it
Nation, yes.
on our Setros
Because
Foundation
our
channel,
youths were
because our youth were there and the
part
likes.
of this.
So,
So game
and
admin
Well,
is moving, correct?
just remember, you
you said,
Game admin is
piece of
moving.
material that you should only put
yeah,
on Rumble. I
Okay,
mean,
she's
that
posting
you
stuff.
should have.
hold on, Jim. Dr. Joe, you said what?
Yeah, I said game admin is no me, right? She's posting some stuff.
Yes.
I just want to make sure that any important stuff like that we capture them. Well, you
Okay.
can go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so very
Okay.
much.
Game of me says, is logic qual my husband Alonso's and I's Rastafarian ministry? Rastafarian Fellowship is one of his channels. Wow. He sent his love and blessing. Wow.
Thank you so
We are
very much,
waiting
sir.
for him on that day to come and talk to our youth, because he's very vast, very knowledgeable in a lot of things. So we welcome both of you. Respect. How do they? No. Rasta. No. Ah,
Just so you guys know, I used to have long dreadlocks, really
what?
long dreadlocks,
What now
and
happened?
and just let me tell you, all my kids have the name Jah, for Jah Rastafari. All my kids have the name Jah in it, so it's Elijah, Jocelyn, Seja, and Jala.
I
So
think
all my kids have Jah in it. You see, because my mentor was from St. Thomas, and he's the one who changed my life. So big ups to Rasul. And but I'm telling you, Rastafarianism is a different type of Christianity, and a lot of people got to look at the Bible in a different way now, because I'm telling you that Ethiopian Bible has a lot more books than the King James version. So enough said. Respect.
respect. Yeah, man. Oh my God. That just like some years ago, I used to live with this man that loves Rastafarian music, Bob Marley, a lot. Just what's it called? When they are greeting themselves, they say, I think I used to hear Bombo Glad. Yeah, respect, man. Yeah, Rastafari. And then what's it called? Dr. Joe, you know what I'm talking about, Bombo.
Yeah, the Jamaicans speak like that as well. Yeah, it's awesome. It's interesting. Yeah,
Okay.
it's awesome.
So
Yeah. So
we
anyway, that's just my thoughts. Those timelines important, and We just have to get ready all these links before
Okay.
every live stream, so that from the very beginning we can start publishing them and
Sure.
posting them repeatedly. Because when people are watching the live stream, some will watch it from the beginning, some might watch it in the middle, and stuff like that. So we don't want anybody to miss out on any of those vital information. So we get those links ready
Right,
from the very
right.
beginning and
And
start
in
posting
fact,
them
that's what
repeatedly.
in fact that's what most channels do now. They live stream something. So all the popular YouTube channels on an example, there's million subscribers on this channel. They get 50,000 views live, right?
Mm.
Live. So what they do is they put the video in privacy mode. As soon as it's done, you can't go find it and go rewatch it. But they make clips of it, and then they boom, only you can just see segments of the show. So this is how you migrate the people over to Rumble, because you take these live streams, you edit out the best parts, and you put them over at Rumble. And in that way, you can migrate them over. But keeping your live streams here on YouTube is important right now, because you have so many of those potential followers with the new channel started. As you said, you have a new algorithm. You're still going to build from this platform. Take what they give you. You know what I mean? Take what
Yeah.
they give you.
Wow. Thank you
And
so
work
very much.
it. Yes, Jim. I just had to pop on back in there. Yes, that's a right. It's all of us, and that's what it is. It's just a lifestyle. Jim and I, we just got better because Rastafari came into our life. Some of us had to get it that way, not the other way. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, there's so many books, and it adds to it. And I'm excited because things are changing, and we are kind of getting there. We're all getting there in the oneness. But I would suggest that ones check out His Majesty. Thank you. Jim's my brother. That's why we can be like, okay. Bobbing and dodging. But anyway, I was gonna say, yes, there's a wonderful segment, Ollendorf with His Majesty, the Christmas time. If any of the youth out there want to look it up, Ullendorf, a phenomenal writer, with His Majesty, and he does. It's like the Protestant hour. With wait, hold on, he's gonna tell us. He's gonna.
Okay.
Ollendorf is a linguist. No, what is it? What? Well, it's a great interview though with His Majesty. Oh, who does in the interview? I'm sorry, I get all my things all mixed up. There is a the Protestant hour.
No. It's the Lutheran hour.
Lutheran hour.
Special, Dr. Oswald Hoffman.
You guys heard that? That's your homework.
Can we have a link? Can we have a link to that?
We'll get a link. I'll put it up on the chat. The Lutheran
Okay.
hour. I am so sorry. See, I had it. He's the Rastafari, so you know what I mean, scholar. You understand? I told him
Can I
to
tell
say
you something
something.
that's so interesting? This is very interesting. So one time I lived in San Clemente in Southern California, and on a Sunday morning, I woke up to this reggae beat, loud, very loud, like a live concert. And I was like, what is going on? And my wife and I and my dad, who was visiting at the time, followed the sound. And guess what? It was a reggae band in a Lutheran church,
Hmm.
a reggae band playing where the altar was. And they were providing merchandise, hats and cups and things like this. But it was amazing to see, because it showed me a different point of view. Like in these denominations, in these Christian denominations, there's a thing called hermetics, and that means the definition of the Bible to according some people's definitions. What denomination I meant to say. So, like, different denominations take the Bible in different ways, and to me, that was very interesting that she brought up the Lutheran aspect, because I find them the most interesting, and liberal of them all.
Hmm. That's good to know. Okay. Before James, Jim, I said James. Before Jim and Nubi me, Rastafarize all of us and we begin to speak Bombo Glat. Rastafari. I think we really need to appreciate every one of you that have made this live stream so important to us. Uh, we are touching lives, and just as we'll be concluding this live stream, I'm going to be playing the video of what we did 2 years back in what feeding 100 families. That is epic. We've been doing this for the past 2 years. This year is the third year. And just like some of us have already stated, the third of everything matters a lot, because there is no way you even call on God the Father, God the Son, without God the Holy Spirit. People that believe the Bible will tell you that is not complete. So this year's own, we believe that with God and you and everyone that has been supporting us, we are going to be able to feed a minimum of 100 families, putting new smiles across their faces and across their hearts. And from there, who knows, we might be able to discover another bag maker, another shoe maker, another fashion designer, another plumber, another upholstery, another what's it called, carpenter, that would be able to help their family out of poverty. We really appreciate you all. And please remember, we have up to 15th of December to assist us in contributing towards the feeding of this less privileged, which will be carried out on the 24th of December. Then for our youth, since the program for the youth is taking up, it's going to happen on the 17th of December. At least we'll be glad if we can get as much inflow by the 10th of December, so that we would have been able to purchase all that we need to buy, would have been able to pay for chair rentals and the likes that these youth in their numerous region will be able to use for the program. Please and please, we want to say thank you so very much. We appreciate every one of you. And one by one, we want to give us your closing remark, after which I will just play the video and we'll end today's stream. So who is going first? Dr.
I'll
Ojo?
go first. I'll make it quick. So
Okay.
once again, the ambition, the
Hmm.
will, and the drive of the Cetros Foundation has inspired me to also be here for almost 3 years with them. I've actually made a commitment to myself that I will never leave the foundation, and one day we'll actually be together. So I know how important this is. When I have such a strong belief, and Deo and Joe K, don't take this the wrong way, please. But Dr. Ojo speaks so brilliantly, and his logic is so sound. When I hear him speak, he makes total sense all the time. And it's such a resonating feeling to me. It feels really good. And with that, I'm like, yes, the foundation's there, but it's built on a rock, and that's him. And I just think he's just an absolute wonderful person, and he just provides insight to me. It gives me every week. I come back and I think about what he says, and I missed him last week. I was like, oh wow, and that was a rough show, by the way, but
Just a little.
a rough show. But look, Dr. Ojo brings something to the table that's so unique and understanding, and he speaks with like a complete logic. It makes sense, and he doesn't cross lines. He doesn't mince his words, and I just find it that he's such a compliment to the Cetros Foundation, that that he's backed up on top of, said, hey, look, give me some of your weight and I'll put it on my shoulders. And that's such a brilliant man to be around and to have involved. And I just want to, of course, you guys are the best too. But
You can
Dr.
make that
Ojo,
temperature
you are
shine.
just Dr. Ojo. You really are an amazing leader. You really are excellent.
Thank you for the compliment. That's so thoughtful. I appreciate that. Give it back
Top
to God.
notch.
Give it back to the Central. Everybody's amazing. If you are here, if you are here on this channel
Yeah.
right now, or even those that will listen to us to the recorded live stream, it's because there's something that connects us. There's something that connects us. We are all human, and that humanity in us is what connects us. You see what I'm saying? So that's very, very important. So every one of us, every one of you guys are unique. Jim Barak, Numbin, me, Madam Claudia. That's the reason why we are still here, because of that uniqueness. And I think we have something in common, and that is together we can make this whole world a better place by touching one life one at a time. You see what I'm saying? And just like I don't have to tell you who my God is and force my God or who I believe in onto you, but by the life I live on a daily basis, by the things I do, by the way I carry myself and I do my things and influence and make changes and do things in a positive way, people should be able to say one or two things about who my God is or what I believe in or who I am and stuff like that. And that is more important than me carrying the Bible or taking the Quran and start preaching on the streets. I think that's more important, because those lives that we are touching,
Mm.
this central foundation is touching, you have no clue what's going to be happening to those lives in the next 20 years, 10 years. 50
Mm.
years down the line, you have no clue. So that's why I'm challenging myself first, and every one of you guys, and everyone that will listen to us, even after the live stream, to be encouraged to chip in out of the lead, out of the abundance that God has blessed us and the universe has blessed us with, just a little bit, to touch those lives, so we can change them and transform them and make them useful to the society, to themselves, and we also can be proud of them in the near future, just like we've started seeing the results now. So that would be my closing word, that we should, not forget to send in our donation in a timely manner, so that we can get those Christmas chicken for those guys that are praying already and looking into the sky and looking at God, what's going to happen this year. They don't know anything. They don't know what's going to happen. We don't know who they are. But at the right time, we believe we will not fail this third time, just like we never failed the first and the second. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm proud of you all. Love you
Thank you
guys.
so very much,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you,
Thank you so
sir.
very much, sir.
So, Nubin, me, over to you.
I can't say much after what Dr. Ojo said. I thank his parents. See, this is why I can't say much. Okay, I got my baby over here.
Oh, God bless you,
Yes,
baby.
we're rich in happiness. But while he's saying that we're rich in happiness and faith and hope, we thank you. We thank ones like Dr. Ojo and Jim and look forward to the future. Dr. Ojo, Jim's, and Madam Claudia, and all of that, just as we replicate. And that's all. And like uh, Dr. Ojo was saying, it's the fruits. By their fruits, we shall know them. And when we saw you way back when, we already knew you had a heart. You know, we've been with you since the Centros in the beginning. You guys have done it. We have faith in you. We have faith in the Most High that He's using you as an instrument. And again, you guys have a je ne sais quoi. I don't know what it is, but it's not no bomba clat. It's a je ne sais quoi. And Sister
Correct.
Joke, you're the best. You're best, and all of you. We look forward to the future Cetros Foundation graduates, alumni, workers, because we got to keep on going. We got to go. Our vision is for 2052 and then more.
Hmm.
Okay,
Thank you
30
so
years
much.
and counting.
Wow.
So we got 3 of them down, right, Jim? So give thanks, Cetros Foundation. Blessings to the Most High, our Creator, and our Mashiach, by whatever we call it, the love. Give thanks to the Creator of love, compassion, and sharing. That's what we have in common. Give
Yes.
thanks.
Wow. So we really appreciate you. Okay, I want my wife to do the rounding up before we play the video.
So we want to say thank you to everyone that's been part of this course of helping the less privileged, the youths, and then the families that can't even feed themselves at Christmas. We want to say thank you Thank you to everyone, Jean, Madam Nubini, Madam Claudia, Grandma Sweet Sister, and so many others. We have our auntie Dr. Joe has been there for us, just like a pillar that God has made him, like Jim always say. So he's been the one we've just been relaxing and resting on. We want to say, God bless you, sir. And we believe we are all going to live to see all the fruits of these are labeled. And you might just be in California one day and one of these youths will walk up to you and say, yes, I know you. I know you, Jim. I see you on Central Blood. I know you, Madam Nimi. This is Dr. Joe. This is me. I am now doing great. And it will just be like, am I dreaming? And that youth might just be the solution you're looking for at that time. So I want to say thank you to everyone that has been part of this. God bless you really good.
And you know, there is a song that relates to what she just said. You might find out that one of these days they are just around your space and they'll tell you, I have a song for you from Africa. Thank you for giving to the world. I am alive. That was changed. My life was changed because of you. Thank you for giving to the Lord, for giving to the world. I am so glad you gave.
I didn't know you
That
had you
Although
sounds
have
my
like
a
a
God,
hidden
good track.
talent. I thought it was just
you
The
said?
videography and
look
sewing
at you.
fashion. There's
Look at
there's
you,
another
singer.
hidden talent.
You know what? Say hi. You know what? Let me say hi. Say hi, Jediah. That was a great singing. There's my daughter right here. Great
Wow, she's a
Whoa!
great
singing.
How are you?
princess.
So yes, it is. So that was great singing. We should have the group remix that.
Okay, okay, it's
Put it on
workable.
that track like a
Yeah,
transitional track. Huh?
that's what
Jim.
I was gonna
A
say.
transitional track.
I was gonna say the same thing for
See?
my if you can get in touch with
They will.
these rappers, I would think that what would be really cool is like for this found the chicken to derive money towards you could these guys could write a rap about chickens. I mean, you could write a
Or they can write a rap about the event. And people who give donations could get
yeah.
like a PDF file, or you can send the music to them. Like some of us who donate, we can give a gift, like a digital gift. Like, they
You
got
know
the whole
what our problem
NFTs.
is, newbie me? You know what our problem is? We don't understand the network connectivity over in Africa yet. It
Oh
is really
yes, it's
bad. We
true.
just
It's
don't
true.
understand it. We just don't get it.
But
We
maybe
have
we
connectivity. They don't really have a lot of that there.
But I'm just saying, like, Dr. Ojo, you let me know, and everyone think maybe we can make a little file, a music file, and then that could be emailed to people who donate the $20 for the
Oh,
Christmas
okay,
fund,
okay.
and that
I
can be
see.
Yeah,
a chicken
and
song, a chicken
yeah, the
song in there
Rumble
too.
account can do that. It sends it. You guys, I'm
Exactly.
telling you, this
Rumble it.
Rumble
Yeah,
account.
Let's
we
rumble
could
it.
do it and put it on Rumble and then share the link to them.
There we
Yeah,
go.
I
There
think
we
that
go.
will be fine. That
That'll
will be
be
fine.
perfect.
Very
Rumble
amazing.
it out.
So we'll note that down. We'll note that down. So from all of us, we want you to enjoy this video of what we
Mass
do years
without
ago.
chicken, as ridiculous as it is sound, please do note that some families can't even afford a chicken at Christmas, and that is what we have decided to help out with.
I'm grateful. I will be happy to join this foundation that bless family. The Lord bless the founder and the experts in Jesus' name. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
The journey started as early as 15 minutes to 7 in the morning. Immediately we landed at the venue where we planned to share the little that we've got. Surprisingly, a lot of persons were waiting for us as early as 6 a.m. in the morning. And I tell you, it's so beautiful to see these loving faces, families that have the mindset that they are going to get something for Christmas from the Citrus Foundation. And while we help to rebag and rearrange so that the little foodstuff we have can go round, we are proud to say we have enough chicken to cover for about 100 families. But the foodstuff, we just have to make do with what we have. And by the time I got out, a lot of persons were out there. The number was just growing. Every minute, more people are flooding in. So I had to lecture them on how we need to comport ourselves and the fact that we needed to get their numbers and they should tell us any of their children that might need empowerment so that come next year, they will be able to take care of the families.
Now, please, as you come, you already put it in the computer. We might not have the money to buy food stuff for everybody, but everybody will go with chicken. But there are some persons that the few that we are able to give chicken and food stuff so that nobody will say they are doing pasha. We plan ourselves like that. The main thing is that after you leave here, before you leave here, make sure you collect the number so that your children or your sister or your brother that want to learn something to do and you do not have money to sponsor that person, don't let that person stay like that. You will pay for the training wherever they want to do.
Wow, it's so nice to have these numbers of people, beautiful people, just coming, collecting, smiling, having the opportunity to eat chicken on a Christmas day. I tell you, this is beautiful.
Touching me and my family this season. May God bless all of you. Your course you never dry, and you continue touching people to the end of your life in Jesus' name.
Just need to see the joy on the faces of those people. They were so happy that at least someone is thinking about them. Be a family to these people. All we just need to be looking for is that smiles coming from their side, even to those that could not handle the live chicken. I tell you, in Africa, live chicken on Christmas Day is the most interesting gift you can ever think of. And we are so happy to be part of this. This is interesting. We appreciate our supporters on this channel. We appreciate all those that have contributed to help our community. Please, don't just think of yourself. Think of your immediate community and what you can do to put smiles on their face. After numerous hours of sharing, we discovered that more people were still coming, but we were already running out of stock. So what we just had to do was to provide for as many that we could take care of and just hope that come next year we'll be able to plan bigger. If we are starting with 100 families this year, we are definitely sure by next year God will help us so that we can do thousands of families just in a jiffy. Because once we think about it, then we'll have the opportunity to pull the smiles back to the community where it belongs. These are the people, the highway cleaners that are doing a very, very dangerous, risky jobs. They are out as early as 5 a.m. in the morning, yet their payments, their salaries cannot take care of anything. So we consider them the most. Whenever they come around, we just leave all the people on the queue and attend to them first, because these Loma people, they are the best set that has been keeping the whole city clean. And this is just a little way we could assist, and everybody complied when we decided to answer them. And at the end of the day, the remaining foodstuff that we have to share it in bits. We have to even open the nylon, just people that can take the granite oil, people that can pepper, and it was fun. This is how we spent our Christmas, not thinking about ourselves, but others. Thank you.